Hello and welcome to Love Anything Art. Today I'll be making this fun little weird cane. These are the supplies I used, and these are some gloves, paper, and parchment paper I'm going to use. I've rolled out some black clay until it is very thin, and then some white clay I rolled out into a long snake shape. I'll just place the white clay on the black and then wrap the black around. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by my channel today. I appreciate it. And if you would, just take a moment and hit that subscribe button. I do post videos every Tuesday, and occasionally I post videos on Thursday, just kinda as a bonus content. And now that I have my clay all rolled up, I'm just gonna make sure that I have all of the seams together. Just give it a nice gentle roll. And then I'm going to cut off a section, then I'm gonna set that aside. I will use that later on in the project. And then I'll just use my finger and gently flatten the entire piece. You can use a roller if you'd like to, but I just feel like I have better control when I just use my fingertip. And this is it. I'll go ahead and set that aside until I need that in a little while. I've rolled out several different colors: a pink, orange, gold, purple, and yellow. And for each of those I have rolled out a teal colored blue. I'll set all of them aside except for the one teal and the pink. And then I'll just begin chopping them up. You can chop them however you want, big, small, shapes, anything you want. And then I'll place this on some parchment paper. And I'll just go ahead and break up all the pieces so they're not in large clumps. Then I'll just go ahead and take some basic black paint and place on a generous amount. And I just want to thank my buddy over at Discovering the Art of Living. She gave me the idea to do this on paper instead of my workstation. It was a great idea, and it'll help cut down on the big mess that I'm about to make. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. You should check out her channel. And then I'll put on a generous dusting of black chalk pastel and then mix that up pretty well. And that's just so that when it dries, it's easier to stick back together. And then I'll just kind of spread it all out so that it dries a little bit quicker. And now that it's fairly dry, I'll just go ahead and put on some gloves and then start to push the pieces together. And then once I got them pretty well placed together, I'll just use my roller and go ahead and roll everything together and to flatten it a little bit. And I'll continue with this piece, and then I will do each of my colors separately. And I've rolled out some teal colored clay. It's about the same thickness as my mixed up clay once I rolled all those out. And then this is the little piece of black clay that has the white in the middle that I set aside earlier. I'm just going to wrap the teal colored clay around this. And I do make jewelry from all of the things I create, all of the patterns that I make on YouTube. If you'd like to check those out, I do have a Etsy shop. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'll just roll this together really well and make sure all of the seams are smoothed out. And now I'll start building the cane. First I'll take the black clay that I rolled out earlier, and I will put it on the green clay, and I'll just start cutting off sections. For this layer I'm only going to put 2. You can put as many or as few as you would like. And then I'll just randomly choose one of the colors that I had rolled out. I'll cut off an edge so that it's nice and flat. And then I'll place this directly against the black clay. And then I'll just wrap it around and cut off the excess clay. And then you just want to roll it to make sure all of the pieces are joined together. And I didn't mention it earlier, but you'll want to make sure that the flattened black clay and the clay pieces that you rolled out are generally about the same thickness, and that's just so that when you wrap around each layer, they just kind of line up and they don't overlap. And now I'll start my next layer. I'll put 3 on this one, and like I said, you can put as many or as few of these as you would like. Just want to leave a little bit of room for your rolled out clay to give it that color. And you'll just continue on building on each one until you've made all of your layers. And I'm just going to add a nice little border on mine. I'll take some teal blue clay and roll it out till it is very thin. And then I'll just wrap that around the outer layer. And then I have rolled out some black clay also, and I will wrap that around the teal color. And then just gently roll until everything is nice and in place. And I'll just cut off the wonky, messy ends. And this is it when I am done. I think it came out pretty nice. It's nice and colorful. And you could use this to make a veneer or individual pieces, or you could use it and make textures. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!